And racing, Homebush Coco gets out well along the inside. Supreme Shalene in the early party too. And going up quickly over on the outside of that would have been Botany Jessie to sheer up the pace. They'll be followed back in the field by Sarah's Cool. Well back as they come around the corner. Then we've got Black Mercedes. Rich List is a long way from them with Gems Conquest. Into the straight comes Homebush Coco. Kicks out strongly on Botany Jessie. Homebush Coco from Botany Jessie. Gems Conquest to third. They'll be followed across then by Supreme Shalene and Rich List. Black Mercedes behind them with Sarah's Cool. It was one of the last ones to go by with Regina Haka. Favourite home in the first, Homebush Coco. Jumped well the inside, made full use of box number one. She had up the pace early with Botany Jessie. Supreme Shalene was there early too, and Gems Conquest squeezing through on the inside. Just held up for a stride or two there, Gems Conquest. Set to break in race number two there. And racing, and You're on Fire leaves well the inside. Chelsea's Babe gets out nicely with Where's Rican. That'd be followed through by Genia Harker and Cares. Cream de Jeans as well back with Mr. Reese. And last of all is Bev's Viewpoint. You're on Fire just in front. Serving it up the outside as Where's Rican. Genia Harker coming through on the inside, then Cares. But You're on Fire keeps kicking and scores. Getting to second, Genia Harker narrowly from Where's Rican, then Cares. That'd be followed over by Chelsea's Babe. Further back to Mr. Reese, Cream de Jeans, and Bev's Viewpoint, the last to go by. Another runner making good use of box one here. You're on Fire for Brent Johnson. Jumped well the inside. She had up the early pace with Chelsea's Babe. Shook that off and then had to shake off the interests of Where's Rican. Getting through late was Genia Harker. Did a good job getting across from the 8. And it's probably going to get the nod for second. It was actually fairly tight. Racing, Phone Tap jumps nicely. Fergie's battle away well on the inside. Speedy Feet joining the early party. Then up Heart Cindy. They'll be followed over on the outside then by Thanks Charlie. Getting dangerously close to the inside. Noaki Hurricane getting into a good spot. They'll be followed back by a Power Token up and around the outside. And last of all is Blushing Bell. Phone Tap in front by 4. Giving chase Noaki Hurricane the inside, and that could be the big danger. They'll be followed back by Fergie's Bell. Further back in the race as they come up towards the corner. Then we've got Thanks Charlie and a Power Token. Phone Tap's got enough in reserve. Noaki Hurricane coming late but too late. 2 lengths the margin, I'd say, at the line for a Phone Tap over Noaki Hurricane. Fergie's Bell third. They'd be followed over by Thanks Charlie, O Power Token. Further back of the race then we would have had Blushing Bell, Upper Hut Cindy, and Speedy Feet dropping away. 3 favourites here from the first 3 races, and Phone Tap had enough in reserve. Thought Noaki Hurricane might be getting close enough off the back. It got into a nice position around the first bend, sneaking through along the rail, but it couldn't close to anything less than about 2 lengths. Fergie's Bell is third. Thanks Charlie home in 4th spot. There now, and racing. Jack's First was slow the inside, and best away here would have been Dasher Rum. Jack's First trying to recover through on the inside, is followed out a bit wider then by Run Kayla Run. They'd be followed just in behind these runners. They work around the bend by You Know Green. Kinetic Rio out a bit wider. They'd be followed back by Stevie's Magic as they come up towards the corner. Talii Trooper is well back. Jack's First leads them in, chasing hard You Know Green. Jack's First beats You Know Green. Kinetic Rio got to third and stays in the grade. They'd be followed by Run Kayla Run. Behind those runners to Dasher Rum. They'd be followed by Stevie's Magic well back in the piece with Excessive Speed and Talii Trooper. Jack's First, box 1. Used it well, as a few dogs have tonight. In fact, all 3 sprints have been won by dogs in box 1. First win on the track, and was worried for him off the break, but he managed to push through here, and that was the key, with Dasher Rum getting away to a lead, getting through, switching round the outside. Jack's First. About set to break. Racing, Fly Canary fly away well. George Baxter beside it, then Moulin Blue. Up and around the outside, Matilda's Babe in a hurry. Flying Blake going forward. Moulin Blue's in trouble. It's got shuffled back with Cosmic Fury just ahead of it. Jill Sprite, no chance. And last of all, Rando Reason. Up towards the corner they come. And racing through to the lead would have been Matilda's Babe, and is cleared away from George Baxter. Matilda's Babe, George Baxter, followed across then by Cosmic Fury. Then Moulin Blue, followed through then by Flying Blake. Well back in the race, we would have had Rando Reason. Jill Sprite was never a factor here. Nor was Fly Canary Fly dropping back as well. Not quite sure where it finished at the post. Matilda's Babe, what's that at? $18 for Matilda's Babe off the outside. And it's just made a fair break too. Fly Canary Fly getting away well from George Baxter. Up and around the outside comes Matilda's Babe with good speed. In race number 6, just about there. Racing, Explodable, just a fair break. Scott No Money gets out well. Is followed out then by Legend B. Explodable trying to come underneath that. They'll be followed by Talk It Over around the outside. Back along the inside to Time's Up. They'll be followed by Tawny Port. And well back is Homebush, Craig and Louis Licious. Into the straight they come. Legend B's got to the lead, driving at it. Talk It Over. Talk It Over wins again from Legend B. Explodable third. They'll be followed across by Time's Up, then Tawny Port, Louis Licious, Scott No Money and Homebush, Craig. 3 straight, Talk It Over. Jumps up to class 4, delivers again. At pretty good odds if you've stuck with it for the week. You've had a good week. From the hop, Explodable, just a fair break, and Scott No Money led out early with Legend B going well. Put itself right in the race, Legend B. Explodable just running out of room there, and Talk It Over gets around the outside. Then has options from there. Back and behind them, Time's Up trying to run on. Tawny Port never really in the race. Legend B, I thought, might have had it here. Driving hard at it though, Talk It Over. It is underneath the 4. Always have to allow for the outside a bit, but the 8's got enough. Will do it from Legend B. Racing, Shanghai Sam away well with Go Fern Go, and Dalek Khan out wide, then Thrilling Squeal between runners. Also trying to drive through, then would have been sectioned. They'd be followed well back in the field, but getting a beautiful run through on the inside is Chainsaw Pete to be right in the party. They'll be followed well back as they swing the corner by All the Rage and Homebush Lignite. Chainsaw Pete railed to lead from Go Fern Go. Chainsaw Pete, Go Fern Go, then section, followed across by All the Rage fourth. Next to go by was Homebush Lignite, then Shanghai Sam. Got tightened up in the squeeze. Well back then would have been Thrilling Squeal. Back towards the tail of the field. That race changed complexion across the top. It was very tight up front, and Chainsaw Pete found the rail and swooped on through. I went to call it, and I was about to call it well back in the field. Well, I did, but it was finding the rail, and it got through at that point. And racing, Opawa Nowhere jumps out nicely. So does Red Crystal up towards the lead. Wider out then to All in All as they swing around the first bend. Fastback King getting through on the inside of Opawa Bomb. They'll be followed back by another course. Going past that was Opawa Webby, and back last Opawa PK. Down the back goes Red Crystal by 2. Opawa Nowhere tries to hunt the inside. They'll be followed back by All in All. Driving through on the inside to Fastback King. Gaps back the others. Opawa Webby, Opawa Bomb, Opawa PK, and another course into the straight comes Opawa Nowhere and strides right away from Red Crystal. Opawa Nowhere, Red Crystal. Fastback King third, narrowly ahead of All in All. They'll be followed by Opawa PK doing its best work typically at the finish. Then Opawa Bomb, Opawa Webby never in the hunt tonight. And last of all was another course. Favourites done the job. For Dave and Jean Fahey, number 1, Opawa No Air, looked very dangerous down the back straight, went underneath Red Crystal, who had set the pace and kicked away to score. Nice run, Red Crystal, off that awkward draw. Ready and racing. Homebush Rick gets away fairly well with Mega Upload, and that'd be followed through on the inside then by Agent Jorge. Behind these runners then we've got Working. Further back then to Calm Rita, Fireboy Baxter. Mega rushes out the back with Queen Cobra. Up to the corner, Mega Upload kicks but goes very wide. Trying to come underneath it, Homebush Rick, and think we'll go the outside Mega Upload from Homebush Rick, but it's pretty tight then. Working, Agent Jorge. Followed back by Fireboy Baxter alongside there of Calm Rita. Mega Rush was well back, and so too Queen Cobra. I think the outside dog's got it with the angle. I'll go with it. Put the nose on the line. Mega Upload. But it certainly gave Homebush Rick a chance. They shared up the pace. Mega Upload showed the speed here across the top. But when it disappears to the outside on the straight, it gives Homebush Rick a little bit of a sniff. I think the 7's done enough. In behind them, Working, heading off Agent Jorge. Just about there. Racing, Ritzer Jack, a fair break only, and Indiana Izmir got back, and Mammy Brown won the race for the lead with Barry's Way the outside. Going around that first bend, trying to squeeze through was Ritzer Jack, and did so into third. Out wider on the track then as they sweep into the back by Nonu Boom. Indiana Izmir gets under that, Buddy Brokers a long way off them, so's Graduation, and right out the back now is Big Time Karen. Across the top they come. Still in front is Mammy Brown. Ritzer Jack's getting close. Indiana Izmir runs home along the inside. They'll be followed around by Barry's Way into the straight. Mammy Brown holding. Indiana Izmir lunges. Oh, just missed, I think. Mammy Brown, Indiana Izmir. Ritzer Jack home third. Followed across Buddy Broke, getting home fairly well. Might have got fourth. Barry's Way was still there. That'd be followed well back on the race by Big Time Karen, Nonu Boom, and Graduation. Close go. Indiana Izmir had a lunge, is on the outside too. Just visually, I thought Mammy Brown had held. So they swing into the straight. Indiana Izmir got close on the rail across the top. Ritzer Jack was starting to battle at that point. Mammy Brown the inside. Visually, it looks that way. You usually favour the outside a fraction by about another half a head. Eureka Izmir, $2.60. Round comes the bunny set. And racing, Eureka Izmir a stride slow. Best away here would have been Avert. They'd be followed by Fiery Dancer on the inside. Up and around the outside here, we've got B Rabbit trying to get into the act. Then Eureka Izmir through on the inside of Secret Sprite. Darling Noddy as well back as they swing the corner. So too Leadfoot, Liddy and Ever So Hopeful. Into the straight comes Fiery Dancer. Kicks out on Eureka Izmir. Fiery Dancer wins it from tight second and third. In fact, I'll go the outside of Vert for second over over Eureka Izmir home third. Not too sure for fourth. A good line up in behind them with B Rabbit. Darling Noddy, Secret Sprite not too far away. Well back to Ever So Hopeful. Fiery Dancer the winner at very good odds. Greyhound just stepped up into this grade, and as shown, she can do it tonight. She leapt out reasonably. Best out was Avert. Left the gap for Fiery Dancer. Tried to drive the inside. Just kept the head under the hind quarters. B Rabbit going a big race at this stage. Eureka Izmir starts to get into the hunt here. Around comes the bunny set. They race. Allegro Star gets out well the inside from Rose Morosti. Run Lacey Run was slow. Waterbug gets into the party early. You know Allegro out wide. Run Lacey Run runs through along the inside of Inazuma. Further back Kinetic Neo. And last of all coming to the corner would have been another gone. Into the straight comes Allegro Star. Scampers right away here. Giving chase Waterbug and Rose Morosti. And right down the outside late Inazuma. To the line Allegro Star well from Waterbug. Inazuma third. Run Lacey Run not too far away with Rose Morosti. Might have beaten that in. Further back then we would have had You Know Allegro. And towards the tail we had Kinetic Neo. And another gone. Allegro Star first up in this country and has really made a statement. Nice performance. Off the lids well and just kicked right away. Rose Morosti got into the work early. Run Lacey Run didn't. Waterbug handy earlier. You know Allegro just can't get across them here. Run Lacey Run gets a bit of a chance here.